Hey, this is Cowboy Joe and Quake for the Coca-Cola Red Zone every Friday night on Talk Radio 102.3, 8 to 11. We hope you'll join us. Coming up this weekend, the games we're going to be talking about, let's start with Knox Catholic at Tyner. I know Knox Catholic has got a bunch of players who are sons of some of the Tennessee assistant coaches. Willie Martinez, John Jancic has a son on the team. So these guys are coached up, obviously. They also have two kids by the last name of Punch. Dr. Jerry Punch's sons. How about that? So Knox Catholic has got a lot of superstars on their roster, and they can play. They beat Notre Dame first game out of the chute. Notre Dame's pretty good here in Chattanooga.
Well, if Dr. Punch's kids can't play football, they can at least tell us some NASCAR stuff.
Exactly. You know, so they know a good Earnhardt story or two, right?
Well, Knox Catholic, a great team. I believe undefeated so far this year. And when you look at Tyner, no win so far this year. A lot of expectations going in with Coach Turner. He seemed awfully proud of what he had. He seemed awfully excited about what the potential was for the Tyner Rams, but so far hasn't turned out the way he wanted.
Yeah, they have to play a tough schedule just because, you know, other teams know how good they are and don't want to play them, but it's been kind of disappointing. I'm sure Coach Turner's frustrated and pulling his hair out at this point, but the Ram train goes as Willie Stewart goes, so he's got to get it cranked up early, and often against Knox Catholic they'll be at home with Tyner. At Tyner at Bob Evans Field.
But the thing about Tyner is you never know with them.
Yeah.
I mean, they can sneak up and beat a team they're not supposed to beat.
And if they don't shoot themselves in the foot, they'll have a good chance of doing that. So
Exactly.
we'll see. Walker Valley at Bradley Central. This game, obviously, an inter-county rivalry up there in Bradley County, and it'll bring out some folks to Bradley Central's field for this contest.
Sure, and the key to this game is when you look at both Bradley's and Walker Valley's schedule for the next 3 to 4 games, it's tough. So this is just the beginning of that tough run, that tough stretch. So it's going to be an important game for Coach Ryan's team and Coach Floyd's team.
Mm-hmm. You know, Walker Valley pulled one out of the fire last week in beating the Ray County Golden Eagles. I hate to bring that back up again, but it's a good win for Coach Ryan, and that's the point of this. So they're going to have some confidence going into the Bradley Central game, which is a huge rivalry.
And with Bradley defeating Hickson.
Last second. Or actually, it was the last 4 minutes of the game, but same thing, pulling it out in the end.
Yeah, so a lot of both teams coming in with a lot of momentum. It's going to be fun to see how this one turns out.
Two come from behind victories for both those schools. How about Soddy Daisy traveling to Cleveland? This one is, of course, Justin and Justin Barnes going back, getting back in the fold, now traveling on the road in that district or region. It has been a tough region because every one of those teams is good. There's no patsy, there's no cupcake there. So week after week, you better bring your A game. Hunter Maynard for Soddy Daisy has been their quarterback, pulling the trigger there. So we'll see if they can go to Cleveland. You got to score some points. Austin Herrick, you know, and the Blue Raiders are going to put some on the board.
Absolutely. And when you look at Soddy, you know, a lot of people looked at their first 2 wins. First win against Hickson. Great win.
Yes.
Great win. And then they beat up on Red Bank a little bit. Then came Ooltewah, and they got spanked. So I think they're going to go out and try to tell everyone, try to send a message that, hey, that Ooltewah game was just, you know, don't make it out like you think you think it is. It's we're a better team than that. We beat a good Hickson team. We beat Red Bank. So they're out to prove something. Soddy Daisy, last year wasn't good. It wasn't good for them, so I know they're looking to prove something this year.
Well, they've gotten better, but you better score some points if you're going to play in that district with Ooltewah, East Hamilton, and Cleveland. They're all going to put points on the board. So we'll see how Soddy Daisy can handle traveling to the Blue Raiders. The big daddy of them all, Game 3 in our Backyard Brawl series on the Coca-Cola Red Zone. It is Ooltewah hosting East Hamilton. We just mentioned both teams. They can score with multiple offensive weapons. Yeah. Both quarterbacks are experienced with really good arms. This one, defense will be hard to find, I would say, on Friday night at Ooltewah.
I have a trivia question for you.
What is it?
Can you name the one team who beat East Hamilton in the regular season last year?
Might it be Ooltewah?
You know your high school football,
wow,
son.
How about that?
That is correct. Ooltewah, the only team to beat East Hamilton in the regular season. And, you know, this is going to be a close game. East Hamilton is loaded. We know that. Ooltewah, a lot of talent, a lot of speed. I would put them right there at that East Hamilton level. So this game, I mean, this has to be everyone's game of the week. If it's not, you probably shouldn't be listening or talking to them.
Exactly. You don't know what you're doing if you haven't chosen this game. You know, the thing about these backyard brawls is they all grew up together. Most of them played Little League at some sport, basketball, baseball, whatever, and they all, you know, go to church together. They socialize with each other. So this is a rivalry of friends, But we know sometimes that can make those rivalries more intense when they all know each other.
I
and
love
they
your
really
promo.
just want to desperately beat them bad. Do you like that?
They used to break bread, but now they want to break something else.
Of course. East Hamilton at Ooltewah. It's going to be a dandy. Join us 8 o'clock on Friday night, 8 to 11. We'll have a scoreboard every 15 minutes. We'll get you reset on all those scores. And, of course, call-ins from that East Hamilton and Ooltewah game, thanks to the Center for Sports Medicine. Jeff Cate and Justin Sims will be on the scene. 8 o'clock, Coca-Cola Red Zone. Join Cowboy Joe, myself, and Dallas. We're going to have a good time. I guarantee you that. It'll be on the Talk Monster, 102.3.